them. This has been their Rock That episode 19. Hey guys, we're back. Steelo's here, Prance here, Robbie Fingers, Jason on the visuals. Steelo, how are you doing?
Oh, so I get to speak first since
Yeah,
I'm on the
you're
Brooklyn,
like
I'm
you're
on
on
the
the Brooklyn
Brooklyn side today.
You're on the
Across
Flatbush side of things.
It's foundation, it's home still. Stilo, what can I say? I ain't really do much this weekend. Walking these streets, chasing this bag that keeps dipping off on me. But you know how we do. Happy birthday, belated birthday to my big bro. Had a great time at the club. What, Cleo? Did our thing.
Cielo.
Cielo.
Leo, I was like,
Yeah.
Listen, you know who you're talking
Set it
about.
off. Oh, my people got the clock.
You're already, but yeah,
Shout out
that
to
spot, it was dope. We were lit. These dudes pointing fun and making fun of me. It's all good. But yeah, had a great time. You know, saw the dance crews, the dancers out there. My big bro did his one too as usual. Of course, this guy John Green in the cut, just looking around like
chilling.
Like he chilling. And nah, it was great. You know, other than that was it. Slow motion thing. You know, France.
Yo.
I know you got a lot.
His is always a loaded question.
Yeah, this is
because he be doing so much.
But I mean, because it's it's
okay, come on, let's go. We don't have the whole podcast.
It's Prancer season right now.
Oh,
so, you know. My birthday just passed Tuesday. My bro Danny Castro and Tony Touch had a party for me at Cielo at Toca Tuesday, and a couple of my dance crew came out. You know what I mean? I appreciate everybody that came out, did they 1-2 in the circle, showed Prancer love. Then after that, let's fast forward into the 36 Chambers, where last week we was talking to Buddha Stretch about it, and that was hosted by Kate Dance and Khalif, and that's a dance intensive camp where a week straight of just floor moves for one day, up rock another day, partner dance another day. So I had 2 days, which was Wednesday after the party, which was a headbanger, and then Friday also. You know what I mean? So that was good to link up with my Mystidious Misfit crew. Marquez, Peekaboo, and Rubber Band came from Japan for this camp.
Coming in.
So it was big. And then also, what was it? Saturday, I had a party with my cousin, Two Tone, and D Booms from the Hamburger Hill. Yo, happy birthday to y'all, no doubt. So that was my second party in Brooklyn.
This guy.
You know what I mean? I'm moving and shaking out here, but you know everything. Whoever came to the events, they definitely got the new Silver Bullet collector's pin and our business cards that's out. You know what I mean? So if you ain't come, you missed out. But you know they on sale now, $10 a wop. Holla at me. And Robbie Fingers, what's good, brother?
I mean, I was there Tuesday night. I felt like I stepped in a time machine. It was like 91, and I was able to walk and be a grown man and drink, and a little different than 91 was for me. I was on the bottle then, but
sipping the bottle at the club.
You wasn't there.
A little different, but I pulled up. A bunch of people dabbed me up. They're like, "Oh, you're the dude from the podcast." I'm like, "Oh shit."
Nah,
so,
they saluted you properly.
You know, it was cool.
So how did that feel?
I mean, it was cool, you know. I was like, "Oh, you got a little low on." I'm like, whatever. But you know, it was cool to be out here on a Tuesday. It was like how I used to run around pre-corporate days and used to be.
It was crazy that I got a good turnout for Tuesday too.
Yeah, I pulled up early too because you know I haven't done a proper New York club night, and a proper New York club night only happens Monday through Wednesday. That Thursday through Sunday is that bullshit bridge and tunnel crowd, right?
Yeah.
So it was good to be with the people again rather than
the native
shit.
No doubt.
Rather than with the nonsense.
I ain't even want to. I ain't mean to cut your wisdom, Rob, but I have to shout out Sam Art for doing a portrait of me
while you was there
on canvas. While I'm partying inside, he's in the backyard of Toca Tuesdays doing probably like a 12 by 12 canvas.
Yeah, that's about right.
Canvas art piece for me. that represented me from the flyer and all of that. So I gotta salute him. He'll be popping up soon. Definitely. We gotta have him as a guest. And he wants to paint a live podcast of us also. So look forward to that.
Dope.
Alright, sorry about that.
No worries, then. I mean, the rest of the week, I'm building this new company. More details to come. You know, that's a grind and a half. And
let them know you was on Wrestle Rap.
Oh yeah, I was on Wrestle Rap podcast this week. He's to Emilio Sparks, talking that professional wrestling talk. We're gonna have a wrestling episode on Invade Rock that John and I already plotted this.
Nice.
You guys,
I ain't gonna nah. I've been doing my homework lately. You know I gotta keep up with you guys.
We got SummerSlam weekend coming up in Brooklyn, so a lot of things going on. And
you going?
Yeah, every year. But
you got a ticket for
I'm
me.
in there like swimwear, baby. I'm in there.
John, we'll talk later.
It's a 4-night affair. We'll see how many nights I choose.
I'm not fucking with 4 nights.
Nah, I'll probably do 1 or 2.
I'm doing probably 2.
I just want to go to 1. Who got me? Shit.
But then yesterday I was at it was a Very Queens event. I was at the Louis Armstrong Wonderful World Jazz Festival. So Soul Rebels was there, really dope group out of New Orleans, and then Action Bronson headline.
Nice.
He's been dealing with a little knee issue and he's been hobbling about, but he almost caused a riot in the middle of Queens College. I mean, these kids are standing on top of the exit way,
I saw the photos
jumping
you
up and
put
down. Most of the security guards are just recording it happening. The head of security is like, "What the hell are you doing?" Trying to get everyone to.
Nah, they don't understand what Bronson.
Yeah, nah, the Bronson show is. If you haven't seen Action live, you should definitely check it out.
That's WWF.
Yeah.
For real.
You might get body slammed if you act.
Facts. Don't get on stage with him.
Nah.
He might throw you off.
So John, how you living, man?
I'm good, man. I'm just chilling, man. You know, had the same old week. No sleep. Just, I went with Prince. I went to his birthday party. Chill a little bit. That was it. I mean,
you always want some.
Because I don't really have Saturday. I actually went to sleep. That's my big thing.
Yeah, that's exciting.
While Prince went out to party, I fell asleep.
John low-key cut a rug on Tuesday, act like no one was watching.
For real. The real dark corner of the club.
Let me tell you something. Back when I used to do those things back at Santa's Party House with Just Blaze, I used to dance a lot. But I don't know. Now, I just don't
That
dance.
mojo going, I don't know. But I
Yeah.
saw you cut off and try to bust us.
Back then you was doing the money dance. We gotta get back to that money dance.
Exactly. Once the money start coming in, that'll make you do a lot of things.
Everything is temporary, brother.
But yeah, other than that, it's been quiet on my end. Just trying to be like you guys.
Like us. Shit.
El Popular. But anyway, let's get on to our guest. He is he is a jack of all trades, I must say. He has modeled. He's worked with a lot of artists that you know. He's the only guy that I know. I see him on the runway, and then I see him chilling with Bono, like it's nothing. So this is the one and only Ruddy Rock.
You.
Alright.
We're not ready.
Alright, I appreciate that.
So Ruddy, just let's let our guests know what are some of the artists that you've worked with, or that you're working with now, because I know you got plenty. This could be a long heap right here.
Alright. I guess we're gonna start off with Cannibal Ox, which was like an underground rap group in the early 2000s, and then a girl named Jean Grey was like my first real artist that was signed to me. Put out 2 albums on her and got her record deal with Kweli and Corey Smith with their company. Then after that, I signed this group called Purple City Bird Gang. They're from Harlem, part of Dipset. Did some shit with Dilla. Fast forward, I signed in 2009. I had signed Wiz Khalifa after he got dropped from Warner Brothers. And who else after that? A kid named T Mills I worked with. Fast forward to now. Fuck, I can't even remember, y'all. It's a lot. You know what I mean?
The catalog sounds strong.
Currently now, I kind of taken some interest in my homeland in Jamaica and been working with some young Jamaican artists for the past couple of years. One of them being this kid named Chronix,
Super dope.
Cool.
and a cat named Protege, and a couple other.
Do you do anything? I know I saw you at the Cranium show. You do anything with him too?
No, but Cranium's manager is really close with me. We're real close. He actually manages Chronix as well. So, by default, I kind of help them with stuff because we're so close. You know what I'm saying? But I don't physically, you know what I'm saying, work with Cranium. You know what I mean? But I support in any which way I can.
Right. So I know a lot of people like me. Like I've known you for years, just being on the club scene, and like, as a matter of fact, I was at Santos. You was with T Mills.
Yes.
And we was all there one night. It was years ago though.
Yep.
So I'm saying, like,
you know what's up.
So how do you think the scene has changed? Because you've seen a lot as far as hip hop, like just music, period. How do you think music has changed from when we were like back in, I think, 2010 to now?
Wow, 2010 to now. In New York?
Yeah.
It's interesting. That's an interesting question. I think that question has a geographical answer to it, even within New York. You know what I'm saying? Within the boroughs, and also an element of exposure. You know what I'm saying? Because like, if you're in the know right now in New York, you can make mad shit happen for yourself as a young motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then like, I kick it with young niggas in Brooklyn, and I kind of realize like, damn, there's kind of a similar disconnect that I see in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? Which is a third world country, and Manhattan is so much closer to Brooklyn than Jamaica, you know?
So how you, when you're breaking it down like that, you're saying it's like a borough thing? Where each borough has a different sound? Or?
Not even different sound. It's it's boroughs, it's income. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple different things. You know what I'm saying? You know, like these cell phones, iPhones and shit like that, has kind of broken down barriers for a specific age group. Like, we didn't come up with this when we were our contemporaries didn't really have this type of shit to make music with and be able to access people immediately like that. These kids have that access, you know. In New York, I feel like in the inner city, there's kind of like a disconnect. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, like, my introduction to New York hip hop really was like Jean Grey, right? And through her, she told me about like the shit that was going on in NYU, where Kweli and Mos Def and all of them would be at rapping. You know what I'm saying? And to John's thing about 2010, like, I remember being able to, this might not be 2010, it's like a little before that, but like there's places like Fat Beats where you can like physically go and see hip hop, feel hip hop, touch it. You know what I mean? Where I don't necessarily know if we have that. These kids have like they're building their own things at like fashion spots in Soho. You know what I'm saying? Like V Files is their Fat Beats now for the young niggas. You know what I mean? It's like, it's funny. It's almost like John, for instance. John is a cat that's walked this line with fashion. You know what I'm saying? And the culture, right? And now that's what all the young cats are kind of like not trying to, but are kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
There's no $1 million deal out the gate for most of these artists, so if they're able to get in multiple lanes and be an entrepreneur about it, there's a lot more opportunities.
So from how I'm taking it, you're saying now with the cell phones, a lot of them is being more self promoting without having the big brand, which you can tell is putting themselves out into the world to do their own thing.
But here's the thing where New York comes into play with it now. It's because the people are so used to this being an industry, right? That motherfuckers don't really put in the grind. You feel me? So like in the Bay Area, you had Too Short, you had like all these other places. You have an independent grind, whereas New York, everybody's kind of like, yo, I'm just waiting for somebody to put me on, right? And the younger cats have kind of gotten that from the older cats. You know what I'm saying? In specific neighborhoods. You know.
That's true. That's true. There's really no independent scene because all the offices are right here. So I guess it's like, oh, once I get that call, I'm just gonna go up to that office and I'll be good. Like that's sort of the New York mentality. Whereas Texas, Atlanta,
they were all
even
self-sufficient.
the new Florida scene, the Bay Area, like you said, all these spots. There's a lot of independent scenes where artists are getting it on their own. Straight
You know
from
what?
the mud.
You know what me thinking about? Did we ever have a sell out of the trunk era, where dudes would be selling out their trunks?
Barbershop mixtape.
Barbershop mixtapes. Now, when you bring that up, that's actually true.
And the DVD era was kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was like a hand-to-hand hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but yeah, that's kind of the change. But then there's also, you know, these young kids are a lot more independent than we were back then. You know, because they have the access to it.
Yeah, well, I think they have more tools, like you were saying. They got more tools. Like we didn't have none of this shit coming up, and they got all this shit. Like they can access everything and just be like, you know what, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna create this, and they have the tools. Like
yeah, but apart from the tools, is the imagination, yo. And what I find in the inner cities is that there's kind of a lack of imagination.
I'm on the fence with that a bit because I think now, even with music and I'll incorporate fashion. I think now we're in the era where I think the imaginations is all over the place. So where these kids are picking things out the air and making millions of dollars off of them.
In New York?
not in New York.
Not in New York. Okay. Now I guess I'm thinking worldwide. I like. True what you say, L.A. and areas like that, yeah. But in New York, I feel
we're behind.
Yeah.
Behind.
You're right. You got a handful, but they're not making the marks like L.A. The L.A. Community is doing. You know.
Also, to that, it's like New York is a place that's kind of been suppressive to youth. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at the radio, right? We still have like Funk Master, like everybody who I grew up with on Hot 97 is still there, minus like Angie Martinez, and she's like elsewhere in the sense. You know what I mean? So it's, New York is kind of that's like New York in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really wants to put on the young kid coming up, and that's been like that for a while.
Yeah, because
all the same DJs I grew up with, listening to, like falling in love with hip hop are still on all the primetime slots.
Yeah.
And all disconnected
from the youth.
Yeah.
But the youth that was supposed to come up, that was supposed to be next in control is Astro.
The MC.
Astro. Oh, the MC.
Young cat.
I heard about it.
But you know where he at though? He over in L.A. now, I think, trying to get a little buzz
I
out
know he was
there.
working with Chip Food too for a minute too, and all of that.
But the thing with that is like, how did he blow? Right? It wasn't that he had a song that went crazy. He blew off YouTube, right?
No, he blew up off that
Sway in the Morning.
Sway in the Morning, and then he was on some show.
But how do people access that?
YouTube.
Through YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And before Sway in the Morning, he was doing some shit. You know what I mean? Because like cats have been trying to like, you know what I mean, actively. See, that's the thing. It's like New York is like somebody got to walk you in the door. Yeah, that's my man.
Right.
And
but
then co-signed.
Yeah. But the internet embraced him more than New York embraced him.
Yeah,
it wasn't like he's gonna sell SOBs tomorrow.
Definitely.
That's
the thing.
That's how New York is. New York doesn't embrace their own most of the time.
That's exactly. That's exactly what it is. New York's become. Then this is the answer to John's question. Is that New York has become more of a, for lack of a better word, more of a dick riding place than it is for
originality.
Exactly.
Everyone wants to be on the list. No one wants to cop a ticket.
Nobody want to come. Everybody want to be downstairs with the artist
rather than watching the show.
You feel me? Niggas ain't even selling no weed no more. You downstairs backstage. I'm like, yo, nigga, who got the weed for sale? Niggas like, yo, I'm like, nigga, all you niggas is just here backstage being VIPs. Like, ain't nobody hustling no weed. Like, that's crazy to me.
Nobody hustling, nobody networking. They just want to be there and get a photo op.
That's what it is. A photo op. Niggas want to network. You feel me? But like, New York we need the fans. Like, I'm just a fan of this nigga shit. His swag is, you know what I mean? Rather than, Oh, word. I got the same. I could do that shit too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
You're right about that.
They all dress the same and standing.
Niggas look just
me
like
mugging
you.
everybody. No one's even building down there either. It's quiet.
Listen,
Quiet.
you know it's a problem when you go backstage and there's more people backstage than actually watching
Sure.
the show.
Yeah.
Trust me, we've seen it. You're like, man, I might as well party out here, put the stage over here. But come on.
But going back to that era you brought up, 2010, 2011, that was the moment where I think all the music in the 5 boroughs and artists from other scenes, everyone had to go through downtown, specifically LES. Like that was the hub.
Yeah.
All right. Or
Spots on Allen Street, like
Yeah.
Prohibit, Reed
Facts.
Space.
Prohibit, yo. Enough respect to Prohibit, because Prohibit
Piece of Chase.
is a piece of the OG Chase Infinite, yo. Yeah, I mean, Prohibit is like the he was like one of the first motherfuckers to come out here and give young motherfuckers a place to chill and smoke weed at. You know what I'm saying? And go do the designs for fashion and fucking look what came out of it. It's fucking ASAP Rocky.
Yeah, 'cause I
the
think-
freshest thing out of
Rocky
New
blew
York.
up in that room.
In that room,
Literally.
straight
I think
up.
he met Rocky there though.
Yeah, I'm sure, because that's where all the young niggas would go.
Yeah.
That basement downstairs was like young nigga haven.
I shot my first music video in that store.
Everybody, yo,
Everybody ran through
real
it.
talk.
The same way y'all bringing that up is the same way you got to bring up Lyricist Lounge.
Mm-hmm.
With
Facts.
Danny Castro and
Hold
Anthony
on. I gotta say, I don't even mean to interrupt you guys. I want to say happy belated birthday to you, and I want to say a major R.I.P. to my bro Voodoo Ray, yo.
Yes.
Enough love to the dancers. I know you dancing in heaven, my nigga. Bless it. I have to.
That's blessed.
Yeah,
Sorry about
I was just telling Prince, like I can remember, you know, when Santos was just, it used to be Voodoo Ray and Savior. They used to be promoting there when I was there all the time.
Wow.
And I was like, yo, it's just crazy how like now we fast forward and he's not here.
It's just crazy.
I mean, used to run through the LES. I used to see him on the street just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yo, man, Voodoo Ray, like New York nightlife. I don't even know New York nightlife without Voodoo Ray. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking going back to Lotus. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, anywhere that was popping. You know what I'm saying? Voodoo was, like he had a table there. Like Voodoo was the. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know his dancer history until recently, yo. Until after he passed.
yeah, you knew him as a promoter. Right?
Yeah, I knew him as a promoter, yo, and then we became homies, and then the Toka Tuesdays, I'm like, okay, word. But prior to Toka Tuesdays, I knew him for like high-end motherfucking, you know, upscale downtown shit. You know what I'm saying? Models all around, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you know what I mean? But
he was always charismatic.
he's a good dude, man. Straight
For real.
good dude.
And definitely worldwide known for his dancing abilities and dance with a lot of well-known groups out here, you know? So definitely shout out to Voodoo Ray. And rest in peace and happy birthday salute to Guru from Gangstar.
Salute.
Yeah,
Sorry about
same day as mine, 7/17/71, so I had to salute him. All right.
Oh, so yeah. What was the question that I just totally derailed?
That's how we build over
Listen,
here, man.
we kind of do that from time to time.
Yeah.
We'll like talk about something, somebody brings something up, then we'll just say, oh, fuck that. Then we'll go talk about that.
Okay.
We'll get back to it. So,
I meant to say it at first, you know what I'm saying, but it slipped my mind. It just
Never too late, fam.
All good.
All good.
But
Never too late.
going back to that 2010, 2011 era downtown, right?
Mhm.
You had Dame Dash had DD 172 popping.
Oh man, yo, that downtown was the hub for everything.
Everybody came
Everything.
through
Yo,
there.
hold on.
Kendrick blew up.
Time out. Let's address something, man. Because this fashion motherfuckers in here was talking about downtown. Kanye, West, Don C, them niggas stole downtown New York. Like, we've been wearing old Jordans for mad long, B. You feel me? Shout out to my Supreme niggas. You feel me? Shout out to all my Lafayette Street niggas, early 2000s. We've been, shout out to Nasty Neal and all the Recon niggas and all that. We've been doing that, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, let's just, you know what I mean? Downtown New York, you know what I mean?
They took that look and just brought it to Paris and snapped the photo.
Yeah, but I heard him talk about he brought back Jordans and I'm like, what? Niggas, y'all niggas came downtown.
And they
Like
did.
a lot of people came downtown and took the swag. You know what I'm saying? And this era that he's talking about, all right, boom. In this same era is when I did Wiz, right? And part of the thing of with Wiz during that time was making him cool downtown, right? So we got Franklin 51. You guys know about Franklin 51?
Yeah, of course.
We got Franklin 51 involved, right? They were doing the marketing, and they had the insight to pretty much downtown X Games and like that type of swag, you know what I mean? And that was a very key part of the marketing campaign, you know what I'm saying? It was like getting that cool, you know what I'm saying? So we have like videos of like them going to fucking boutiques in the Lower East Side. You know what I'm saying? Shopping like that shit was. Yeah, you had to come downtown and catch a wave. You know what I mean? Currency. He came here and caught his wave.
Listen, it's a lot of them. I'm telling you. Yeah, I remember when Kanye and John C came down there.
Oh yeah, I already know you. Hold on. Let's get into that. Let's talk that talk. We can't talk that fashion talk without talking to the motherfucker. The general for MCM, right? You brought that shit. Like, I want to know about that, man. Talk to me about that, man, because every young motherfucker got an MCM bag, and I don't think they know.
Nah, they don't know the history of.
I want to know the history of how y'all. Because I remember like seeing you and Tisa with it. You know what I mean? You and Taz going crazy with it. And I'm like, hold on, man. I know this shit from back in the days.
They were the only two that was really putting it out there.
So explain to me how that even came together, please.
See, well, make a long story short, Taz did something with them, with the Japanese brand Pandemonium. I forgot what it was. Phenomenon. Yeah. He did a little collaboration with them.
Hold on. Was that the company that owned Swagger?
Yes. Okay. So he did a collaboration with them. Once he did the collaboration, he had like one-on-one pieces of the MCM stuff, and from that relationship, you know, he was able to get certain pieces, and then I met, you know, certain people, and yeah, we just wearing stuff, the hats, you know what I'm saying, the jackets, the pants. I had MCM monogram pants. Nobody never had those, you know, and now it's just like, you know, now it went global. But I know people still see pictures of me or him years ago.
And you know, when he was doing, a lot of the young kids that were looking at him didn't understand it until later on. And then realized, you know, these kids do history, or do their researching on brands. When they started seeing what the numbers was, because, you know, now everything's a price point on you being fly. So it's like, once they saw that, all of a sudden it was just like an influx. I always saw, with youngins, I'd be like, yo, you got to talk to my man Green if you want to understand what this is. I still go to John when I need pieces or have a question about a particular piece, too. So, you know, give credit to my man,
but,
you know.
You know, the MCM, I mean, Taz really fathered that MCM style. And to me, he doesn't get enough credit, you know, for a lot of stuff.
Key too,
but even the polo stuff. You know, he did the collaboration with Dr. Romanelli. And now all of a sudden, now the retro stuff came out. And I can tell you for a fact, they have pictures of shit that he did on the wall when they were re-bringing this stuff back out. Right. But they'll never give him the credit. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just bullshit. They don't give nobody credit. They just, let's just bring this stuff out. You know. But anyway, shout out to Taz.
Definitely.
You know, even with that, I gotta say, when he did one of them jackets, it was like the Frankenstein.
Yeah.
That's the patchwork. Yeah. That's Ralph Lauren patchwork.
And they're all...
You're giving credit to my man.
Listen, they're all one-on-one.
You know what I'm talking about, right, John?
Yeah. So, you know, it's just like... But you know what fashion, because you used to model. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So you know how
talk about that modeling world. What's up with that?
Oh, man. All right. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I was a nigga making beats, you feel me? And my man Dialo, shout out to DJ Dialo, he was the A&R assistant at Raucus, right? And I was going to his crib on Broadway and Bleecker, right? To go play him some beats and shit and smoke some weed, right? And I'm at his door, man, and some shit like that, and this white woman comes up to me like, yo, can you come to my apartment? I'm a casting director. I want to take a picture of you. I'm like, what? All right, whatever. You feel me? And next thing you know, this bitch is calling me up with money to fuck it. I'm like, word, it's money? I could go buy records? All right, bet. You feel me? So, long story short, I went to a casting, right, for some shit for some jeans brand. They were shooting in, I think, Italy, right? So I'm like, oh, that's valid. You feel me? I'm gonna get paid. I'm gonna go over there and go dig for records and shit. You feel me?
Your mind's still on them records.
Oh yeah, it's a big fact. That was my life.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I went to the casting. I didn't get it, and they called me and they're like, yo, check this out, man. You didn't get it, but we got this other company that loves you and they want to use you for this ad campaign. And I'm like, niggas paying, man? Because I'm trying to get some records, you feel me? Like, fuck is poppin'? And they're like, yo, it's this company called Stussy. They're paying such and such amount. And I'm like, Stussy? Like, what the fuck is that? You feel me? Like, so I go ask my homies and shit, like, yo, man, y'all niggas know about this clothing company called Stussy? And they're like, yeah, bro, like, that's just
I'm on that.
I'm like, word? Alright, yo, you feel me? And I did the shoot, and it ended up being, like, in every fucking magazine that I could think of, you feel me? And that shit changed my life, you know what I'm saying? It, like, put me into the music business. It put me into downtown, and downtown was where everything was going on at, you know what I'm saying?
The who's who.
How long you modeled for them, though?
I did that first year. So they did that one shoot, and that one shoot was probably like 6 to 8 pics. That was I think that shit ran for like a year.
That's a good run.
It was my picture was up in all of the stores, like in the not all, but like most of the stores. It was the front doors, and there were billboards in like Germany, Japan, LA, and a couple other places, and then from there it just started going from that. I still fucking, you know what I mean? I was supposed to do some shit today. I got an email for, you know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what? Fuck that shit, man.
I feel like every guy in New York who's modeled on a significant level has the same origin story. Like, I was just walking around downtown and some white woman approached me. I've heard that origin story so many
ran up on me like,
hold on. Let's shout out the white woman that's running down on niggas out here getting them motherfucking modeling gigs. You heard me? Salute to you.
We appreciate you.
Yeah, I mean,
we appreciate
I'm
you.
still out here lit off for you. You heard?
Crazy.
Oh my gosh. But anyway, so Ruddy, so we were talking about the pole stuff offline. So I gotta ask you.
Talk.
So, what do you think about this retro stuff?
Man, hold on. First of all, let me salute all the real polo heads in this motherfucking room right now. You know what I mean? Because I came up going to, like, I did 9th grade in Washington Irving High School, right?
I was Urban too.
Get out of here.
So did I for night school.
Oh yeah, night school was lit. Night school was
Yeah,
lit in
yeah,
Irving,
yeah.
yo. Hell yeah. Right? And all the motherfuckers had low, like niggas was going hard with the low, you feel me? And that shit was like, just, I would try go boost and, hold on, did you know, was it Genesis? Like, he was a rapper. I'm trying to remember who was the low kids over there. But long story short, I only had a couple pieces, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't afford all that shit. My boosting game wasn't popping, right?
Keep 100.
Keeping it 100, you know what I mean? I wasn't live like that, you feel me? You got to be a real live nigga to be, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't live in 9th grade like that, you feel me? But I think it's kind of like a testament to how strong hip-hop culture is. Brooklyn motherfuckers are, you know what I mean? I think it's a beautiful thing to see the influence that the hood motherfuckers in the 90s had, that it's still carrying on right now. I think that's fucking dope, you know what I mean? It's not like it's something that's done by a PR team or, you know what I mean? It's something that's like kind of, or even Kanye went through his polo phase, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that's cool. But like I said, I'm not like I'm not a purist like that because I'm not a real deal collector. So, you know what I mean? Like, I'm definitely trying to cop a couple pieces so I could be lit right now. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't lit back then. You feel me? So that's how I feel. I didn't get to wear the original pieces. You feel me?
I'm saying, well, they have all that retro stuff for you, man.
I know I probably still can't afford it though. That niggas want an arm and a leg out here, man.
It's a lot easier now.
I mean,
There's a couple sites that's hitting the sales racks.
Yeah, because I was gonna say what we were building on
The 93
behind.
collection, they mass produced.
True.
Yeah.
So
Like we were building behind the scene about with that with the situation with these brands overproducing and not selling. So you're finding a lot of these things in like your Centuries and your TJ Maxx and other places. So you ain't really missing out. You'll find them.
But here's the other thing though, you feel me? I'm in my older age now. I'm on my Afrocentricity shit. You feel me? But still, shout out to the white girl that's running down on niggas. You heard me? Shout out to you.
This.
But I'm still on my Afrocentricity shit. You feel me? So I'm on some like young black side because with this internet age, young black kids is on their fashion shit heavy. You feel me?
Especially out of Africa too. As you
it's all over, yo. You
Can
feel
we
me?
talk about the brand you got on right now?
Yeah. Shout out my nigga Anwar Carrots.
Anwar.
I be modeling for Anwar too. You feel me? It's my little young niggas. We gotta support the guard. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. He out here making heavy moves. He just did a collab with what was the last collab they did? They did one with Guess, right? Which is pretty fire. Oh, and they did a Champion collab, which is super fire. And what's the sneakers? They did a pair of sneakers that's super fire. They sent
I
to
saw
me.
those.
K-Swiss.
K-Swiss, okay.
Young black kids.
K-Swiss on the come up too.
You know? So I'm supporting the young black motherfuckers right now because Ralph Lauren and them niggas got way of our money and they're not even part of our culture. So now it's time to support the motherfuckers that's within our culture.
And that's why I was having a real build yesterday with a few of the homies about that, how that article we put up, I'm going to refer back to that article we put up on the Instagram on these brands, where now people are starting to see, like, we should be supporting our own brands, especially these young kids. I mean, I'm a little older, but some of these young kids have some nice pieces and ideas, too. Even on a mature level, like, I can't remember this young kid, I apologize, but 22 years old doing suits. Nice suits, you know. Once I get your info, I'll post you on the gram. But these kids' imaginations in fashion now, they definitely doing their thing with it too, you know.
Because they know that the key thing is the quality. It's not the quantity, it's the quality. So you take, if you're doing a jeans, take some time to do your jeans, because when that jean busts, you could put a price tag on it because you know how much work and dedication you put in it. Not just no quick flip and asking for a high price. For a T-shirt that used to be at Canal Street back in the days for $15. The Gucci joint I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then you got a famous artist write 2 quote on it and it going for $300. When back in the days.
Shout out to the guard, homie. Trouble Andrews out there with that Gucci ghost. You feel me? You feel me? It's from the streets, yo. You feel me? It's like these things. Like I remember him downtown New York once again, yo. You feel me? The things that start from the pavement, motherfucking corporate America and all these big design houses have to adapt now, and we love that. Salute.
See why I like what you say? Because me and Jason was talking on the side about Virgil, in a way where Virgil took the brand. Truth be told, Nike was doing good, but people don't realize they were up and down. And with him coming in with these flips, like Jay said, it's lazy flips, but like historical. Yeah. So it's like he's taking the street idea with his idea, and he's remaking Nike to a whole new brand. Super exclusive.
I gotta say, big up to him for being at Louis Vuitton, but that's not happening unless Trouble Andrew does Gucci. That flipped the luxury wear upside down. Everything changed when he's doing like spray painting.
No, I've seen a few of his work.
He flipped the Gucci print on his own. He's doing that on his own in the streets.
Like on the streets. That's how that shit started. And they seen it like
he was doing the UFO with the fried egg.
I seen
all that stuff was happening before he was in Gucci, and he was just doing it in the streets.
Yeah, when he went to he was in Jamaica a couple of years ago, maybe like three and a half. He got a crib in Jamaica, so he'd be down there half the time, and he hit me up like, "Yo, I want to go tag up." You know what I'm saying? He wants to. This is before the Gucci Ghost shit even got picked up by Gucci. So there's places in Jamaica that with the Gucci Ghost all over it. You know? And
what areas in Jamaica? So when I touch down, I can take a flick.
Portland.
Portland. Oh, okay. No, I'm not over on that side.
Portland. That's where they hold on. I don't want to put homie business out there.
Yeah.
My bad, big homie.
My bad. My bad for asking the question.
But yeah, but speaking about Jamaica, how's the music scene out there? Because I know you be down there too. Cause you know, on Instagram, I be seeing you was at the Pasta Pasta.
Oh yeah.
You was chilling out there.
Yeah. Well, I guess Jamaica's like I got kicked out of Washington Irving, and I went to high school, finished high school in Jamaica, so that's like my second home and shit. You feel me? The music scene out there is fucking bubbling, yo. That's just popping, yo. Shout out to Chronics, shout out to Protege. Those are like the dudes that kind of set the new wave of artists out there. You know what I mean? And I fuck with both of them. You know what I mean? So anything new wave. You know what I mean?
And what I like with both of them, they still keep the essence of reggae in their music, because you still see them salute the foundation and put that new wave era type of vibe into their music too. So you're getting a blend of both.
Definitely. You know the funny thing is that a lot of both of them specifically, and even just that generation on a whole, they're very much influenced by hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like way more than any other generation before them. You know what I'm saying? And that's what kind of makes me connect with them in this newer generation. I never worked with Jamaican artists prior to that. I'm a rap nigga. You know what I mean? Straight. You know what I mean? But these kids have there's a connection. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? So that's why I'm down here. And I fuck with this dude named Chris Blackwell. He's the founder of Island Records. He discovered like Bob Marley and shit. He like my mentor, big homie and shit. So I'm down there a lot, just fucking with him. And
he had a hotel in Miami, right?
Yeah,
years ago.
Shout out to him. That hotel,
the Marlin.
Yeah, the Marlin Hotel. That was the first hotel that was that had a club in it, a recording studio.
Yes.
And was letting black niggas in on South Beach. That's why it's not there no more, you feel me? Because he was letting too many black niggas in South Beach, complaining of the rest of the hotels.
Right.
But shout out to the big homie CB. You know your shit, the Marlin Hotel. Bob Marley used to record there and shit like that.
Yeah, because it was, back then it was him and Uncle Luke that had a studio down on South Beach that had it.
They both shut
They had it on lock. Yeah.
Pharrell and the Neptunes had taken over that studio. Chris had rented it to them, and they did a lot of those early hits out of there and shit like that.
But now with the music, back with the islands, because I've noticed, I've been through a few of the islands, and I noticed like with the hip hop, the islands have embraced and have a real unique sound with the hip hop flavor in there. Is there anything as far as artists coming out that you know MCing? West Indies style flows might be coming out soon.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you got this one cat, Kabaka Pyramid. Shout out to him. His album just dropped. He's like a lyricist. Like he be rapping his shit, right? But he's on some reggae shit too. But he's like a real lyricist. I'm not gonna front. But for what you're saying, there's this kid named Baker Steez out there. Shout out Baker Steez, Zimmy Nick, the whole Zimmy gang. Bow. Baker Steez, he a young boy, he rapping, he doing all that shit. He out of Kingston.
Oh.
He out of Kingston and he rapping. They got visuals, their videos are dope. The nigga had not the Porsche, nigga had the Ferrari in the video, you know what I'm saying? Like there's only one Ferrari on the island, you know what I'm saying? Nigga had when Jay-Z was down there, fucking Popcorn was showing him Baker Steez's video. Yeah, the kid got a wave. Got a wave.
Yeah, because that's one thing I say. The islands have a sound. Like I always felt when going down there, hip hop is super big down there.
Yeah.
And I always feel like for some reason with the islands, they embrace and they really appreciate music on a whole level.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I get excited to hear when we do get our Caribbean vibes into the hip hop thing. I think that, to me, that's the next wave. That was temporary in like the 80s, early 90s.
Well, that's the thing.
And now I think we need that.
We need that. Like there's been a disconnect with Jamaican niggas, you feel me? Like since like the Super Cat era, you feel me? Like Jamaican niggas ain't really had that swag, you feel me, for a little minute, you know what I mean? But that's just back now. Niggas like Popcorn, you know what I mean? Like Niggas is swaggy again. Shout out to my Jamaican niggas who swagging. You heard?
So who you think is like the? So who's in your opinion? Who's the biggest DJ down there now? I mean, it's tons of them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, you already know. I gotta say Chronics because it's home team. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say Popcorn. His shit popping.
Who's that young? You guys got another young lady. Oh, she's off the hook. She be touring with Prodigal.
Prodigal Son?
No, what's his name? Man, brain fart.
She
gonna come to me.
Protege?
Yeah, she be riding with Protege all the time.
So you talking about Savannah?
No.
Leela?
There you go.
That's shout out Leela.
She is.
That's my little homie. Son. Yeah, she fire. She fire.
She had some good. Coco T brought her out on a show one time.
Word?
Yeah. She
Leela's
ripped the scene, boy.
Yeah, she dope. She dope.
She lit.
Actually, shout out to Leela in that new Red Stripe commercial that my man Storm Salter just shot. I see you looking like a star out there, girl.
All right, nah, she's a star for real.
Yeah, nah, she dope.
She
You
got
right.
wicked flow.
You know what's up then? You know what's up. You know what's up.
I'm on the scene, son.
Oh,
I ain't collect like I used to have been out there, but listen, you know.
listen, we do our homework, buddy.
Yeah, man.
All right, valid. I know. Robbie Fingers in the cut. What up? That's my OG homie, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
man.
look, I know you probably like 8-9 years now, and I still had no idea what you did all the time. I didn't go out of the way. We just it was just always love.
Let me tell you, Robbie was excited about
I was
this
like,
interview.
John's like, I was like, who you got? He's like, Ruddy. I'm like, got you.
He was
Nice homie.
I can remember like 8 or 9 years ago, me and Justin in the booth, and you come and you roll up, right? And we're like, Justin's like, who is that? And then when I told him, he's like, oh. He was like,
Yo, shout out to Just Blaze, man. Shout out to motherfucking Just Blaze.
and we have somebody else in common that we both know, Duro.
Yo, hold on.
And that's
Okay.
your OG.
That's my hold on, man. Hold on. Shout out to Just Blaze and shit. Duro is my motherfucking OG. He gave me the name Ruddy Rock, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't even tell my story without mentioning Duro. You feel me? Duro is a nigga that would let me tag along and watch him, you know, when he was like the biggest mix engineer in the world. He had this new artist that he was developing named Fabulous, you feel me? And I'm gonna give you a funny ass story, man, right? So Duro used to mix everybody's records, you feel me? All the biggest shits, and he would tell me, yo, come, because I was a young nigga, you feel me? And he was working on the Clue album, and the session finished, and he's like, yo, man, I want to play you my artist, yo. Let me know what you think. And he plays me the first Fabulous song, F-A-B-O. That was the joint that was on the Clue album. And he's like, yo, what you think about this, yo? I'm like, nigga, he sound like Mace, B. This shit's trash, yo. Right? So I'm expecting to hear some Mobb Deep Killer type shit. This nigga's on some... And I'll never forget this, man. He said to me, yo, man, watch, the bitch is gonna like it. Right? And then about a year and a half later, I'm living in Bed-Stuy, and every car that's driving by is playing nothing but F-A-B-O and Fabulous. Yeah, I mean, he was like the hottest thing, and I'm like, fucking Duro was right. You know?
I told you.
Yeah.
Now let me tell you how long I've known Duro.
Wow.
Now, I used to live on 93rd in Rutland Projects in Crown Heights. And
Brooklyn?
Yeah, in Brooklyn, yeah. So my boy Peter, yo, his sister was bad. Her name is Danielle. Bad, like, you know, back in the days. I was young. So one day I'm, you know, chilling in the hood, whatever, and he walk up, and he's with somebody. He's like, yeah, I want you to meet my friend Duro. I don't even think Duro was doing music back then. Maybe he just started Desert Storm. But and then to flip that, he was real cool with my brother Cheo, who was Fabulous first manager.
Wow, I remember the name Cheo. Wow.
Webb and Cheo used to manage at Fabulous.
Yes, wow.
So that's what you're talking about. It's like I was there for all. I saw all that.
Wow. That's crazy.
Y'all might have gone to high school together.
You know?
So
you know how they say 6 degrees of separation. Like
Yeah.
everything is connected somehow. You just don't know the connection.
Definitely. You know what's crazy is that I started off I met Duro at Platinum Island, right? Because I used to be an intern at Platinum Island. And next door to Platinum Island was Cutting Room. and
And Just was there in cut room.
he was the night manager of
Yeah.
Cutting Room. You know what I'm saying? So like,
It's crazy.
my, Just was the person who told me where to go get my drum sounds from. I didn't, you know what I mean? I asked him, you know what I mean? He wasn't even a poppin' producer back then at the time. Like he was, I think he might have just did like the Old Dirty Bastard record or like the Mace Harlem World records. And yeah, he told me, yeah, man, you go get it, these CDs with just drum sounds on them, you know. But shout out to Just Blaze, good dude.
Yeah, man, I told you. I see.
6 degrees of
Yeah,
separation.
everything is connected. Like it's just
Real talk.
you just don't know who knows who and what happened.
Small.
Real talk. And also one of the greatest producers of all times, Just Blaze, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he had like 10-year run that
Oh, man.
nobody has ever had.
And
Uncomparable.
there are a lot of, and one thing about Just that's crazy is like, he has a lot of singles that are multi-platinum, whatever. But then you get into top tier artists and like multi-platinum artists' albums, and he'd have a crazy album cut. Like the instrumentation on every single Game album that he did a record for was just
Crazy.
like crazy. He'd have a full choir. He'd have crazy like.
Real producer.
Super producer.
I mean, he kills people with just his Jay-Z catalog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Because they don't.
Yeah, I remember when Just was making beats. Like I would get to watch him make beats in the studio a couple times, right? And he would just play everything. This is before, but he wasn't even sampling everything. He would watch a movie, and then replay the ending of the shit and make a whole beat out of it. You know,
That's
like
crazy.
like just on the fly type shit. You know, the JB 1080, the Trinity, and I think an MP. And he was making like some full-on orchestral shit. You know, he's a genius.
Yes,
That's levels right
shout out
there,
Justin. He's out on vacation right now.
Oh man, he's living a life.
Oh yeah, he's living life. No, got his little boy Solomon.
Get out of here! He got a seed?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
He's already scratching on the
Yeah.
idea.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
You know. But anyway, so what do you have? What are you working on that's new and fresh that you want people to know about? Like what artists you got pushing, or what do you got going on?
All right. Well, first thing, look out for this film coming out of Jamaica that I did the music for. It's called Sprinter. It just won Best Film and some other shit at the ABFF Awards.
Okay.
Right? Shout out to Will Smith and Jada Pinkett for being executive producers on that shit too, you heard? Look out for that shit, you know what I'm saying? That's coming out soon. It's called Sprinter, directed by my guy Storm Salter. The best film director out of Jamaica right now. What's next? What's next is I'm launching my new company. I ain't gonna say the name just yet, you feel me? I can't say the name just yet, but just know it's me and Chris Blackwell, and it's his return to the music, you know what I'm saying, business, and it's me and him as partners. And we got some stuff that, you know, be heard about soon. For sure.
And I know it's on a flyer. I think Chronic's gonna be out here soon, right?
He'll be out here August 10th in Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll be.
New Pack, right? New.
Yeah, in Jersey. Yep,
Is this
exactly.
going to be him and?
Him and Barris Hammond. Him and Barris Hammond. So it's gonna be one of them joints that you bring your girlfriend or you bring your mom or some shit like that.
Old and new.
You know, hopefully I'll be in Jamaica. You know what I mean? But if not, I'll be there with my mother or some shit like that. She ain't been to a Chronic show or something.
Yeah, that's a trip I need to make. Shout out St. Anne's.
Yeah,
Both.
yeah, man. Shout out St. Anne's. They got a weed spot out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh,
I can't talk about that.
actually, hold up. Shout out to me for being the motherfucking first legal weed purchaser in Jamaica. You heard me?
Whoa.
You heard me? I'm
Stamp
definitely
that.
the first motherfucker who bought a legal marijuana spliff, whatever the fuck you want to call it, in Jamaica. Right? I took a motherfucking helicopter there to Ochi, landed on the motherfucking farm, and walked and did some New York shit and deboed it, and ended up walking up and being the first motherfucking one. So
Gangster.
shout out to St. Anne's though, you heard?
Yeah.
We went 55. You know how many stories this man has? We go 55 minutes into a podcast, and then we're just hearing about the helicopter trip to be the first purchaser of weed legally in Jamaica.
It's the vibes.
You know, surprise. I gotta do a part two. 'Cause I didn't get any of my stories out. I got all types of stories. You know, shout out to Tragedy Gaddafi. You know what I mean? The Mahdi. He tried to change my name one time. Right? He tried to sign me as a producer and change my name to Arafat. Right? He had this other producer named Ayatollah. Ayatollah was the dude who made Miss Fat Booty for Mos Def. Like, he was like my homie. You know what I'm saying? I used to like watch him make beats and shit like that. And he was signed to Tragedy. Right? So I'll give you a Tragedy Gaddafi story, the Mahdi. Can't I can't put that one. I can't.
Everybody got like, oh shit.
Yeah, I won't put that one out there.
Exclusive.
You know what I mean? That one. But Traj might have went upside my man's head at the recording studio, the dude who was managing the recording studio one time. You know what I'm saying? And he also gave me the book 48 Laws of Power. So salute to Tragedy
Strong
Gaddafi.
book if you ain't read it yet.
Real talk, powerful book.
Man.
B. I was a young nigga and he gave me that book. You know what I
So
mean?
that's why you on the level then. You already got it.
I didn't really know what it was back then. You feel me? I didn't know
you
how
comprehend it now. Though.
Yeah, now I overstand. You know. But yeah, shout out to everybody who looked out. Shout out to John for calling me up for this, man. I'm not an articulate person. I'm like a motherfucking loner. You feel me? So my bad for the language. You know what I mean? Fuck me and all that. You know what I mean?
We got the explicit button on iTunes for a reason. We go.
All good. Alright, work. Shout out to all my street niggas. Shout out to my niggas that's still selling weed out there. Shout out to my niggas that's still selling dirt weed out there. I'ma come see you and cop a dub if no one will. You heard?
It's still weed. You know?
I usually try to tell Prince like how crazy it was back in like 2010. Like you remember like you used to go to Santos parties, right?
Oh man, yeah.
Like I've had stories, but I can't tell them all.
Oh man. Oh yeah, you can't tell stories like that.
You know what I'm saying? I can't. Like,
yeah.
You know, statute of limitations.
Just know that. Hold on. You know Drake just rapped about it in his song. You feel me? That's the party he's rapping about. I was at Santos with Fasty and shout out to Tommy Campos because you hooked me up with the motherfucking OVO Jordans. You feel me? Those 10s that just came out. Thank you. Real nigga shit. Shout out OVO. Shout out my OVO niggas. That's all my niggas over there working down at the store. You heard? I fuck with y'all. New York shit. See, back to what Robbie was saying. The thing that Drake did, he came and he absorbed that downtown life. He used to, nigga was hanging out at A-Life every day, nigga. Then what he did, he took the whole A-Life staff and opened up his own. So that's what the OVO store is. All A-Life employees, yo. And A-Life is New York culture. So, salute to New York downtown culture.
I tell people, Drake used to be just walking downtown.
Oh, yeah. That nigga would be hanging.
All your favorite rappers were walking downtown New York.
Facts.
Kendrick's first video that really blew was ADHD.
Yeah.
Directed by
Downtown
Vashti. On
Allen Street. Yeah.
R.I.P. Cousin Todd. One time.
Damn, R.I.P. Cousin Todd.
That's the bro. He's in that video.
Yeah, when I first met Kendrick, he was downtown.
I mean,
I didn't even know he rhymed.
Even Kendrick. I called Kendrick on the L train one time. I didn't even know it was him going down to Williamsburg.
That's what it is, man. Like I don't care where you're from, you got to be valid downtown in New York.
If you're not valid downtown, you're not valid, man. In this day and age, you feel me?
Fred's laughing.
No, it's true though. You feel me? Like there was a time where you had to be valid downtown Brooklyn. You feel me? Like or on the Junction or. Now for it's downtown, man. When you trying to catch a wave, right? You done fucking these little hood rats. You gonna want a bitch who got their own apartment that's going to school and shit. Like you gonna want to be running through them dorms. Nigga, you downtown, man. Come on. Okay. Any young niggas listening? Get your ass downtown and go find yourself a young girl with a dorm. You heard me? That's the come up, nigga.
Man, look for that white lady walking the streets.
Exactly. You feel me? I'm gonna drop another jewel. I'm gonna drop another jewel for my young niggas. You heard me? Right? When you find that chick, you feel me? Her mom is gonna have wild MCM and mad old school Louis Vuitton. Go crazy, nigga.
Keep that lit.
Keep that. Get lit, nigga.
Bird.
Yo.
That's facts though. If you know any bitch on the Upper West Side, all they mom got all of that shit from mad long ago. You
that,
get
that
lit.
Back in that back closet.
You feel me? You get lit out here, nigga. Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all niggas a story. This is my last one. Shout out to my nigga Charlie Cheese from Japan. My Japanese homie. Charlie Trees, he the first nigga to tell me about vape and all that shit. Brought that shit out here, like when it was just the leather sneakers, right? He had one of those moms, you feel me, that had all of the Louis Vuitton shit. So he would come back from Japan and bring them shits, and we would go to Fashion Week with mad accessories, taking mad pictures. You feel me? I definitely got lit a bunch of times and got mad pussy off of his mom's Louis Vuitton accessories. Shout out to her, yo.
Shit.
Fact.
Shout out, Mom.
So, young niggas get lit, young niggas.
Oh, shit. Okay, so,
This is a good
so
one.
we've run out of time. Ruddy, where can they find you online?
Nigga, I'm in the streets all day, you heard? Tap in with me. But you can find me at Ruddy Rock everything, you feel me? RUDDYROCK, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and you can find me on any app, nigga. Anywhere where they sell motherfucking Lucy's at, I'm there, nigga. Anywhere where there's a wave, where there's culture at, you'll find me there.
He popped up with an office around my office one day. I'm like, you follow me, bro?
That's a big fact.
He said he's 25th Street.
And you can find me on Park Avenue too, and East 25th Street too. You feel me? Anywhere where there's that private shit at, private memberships. You feel me? And bad bitches. I'm sometimes there on a regular.
Sometimes, but we be looking for you. We be looking
for the past couple of weeks, I've been chilling in an undisclosed location with some wild Jamaican niggas. You heard me? So I ain't gonna disclose that location. You heard? Shout out to my nigga Remy. You heard?
Yeah, right.
Shout out to Remy.
Robbie, where can they find you?
Usually around the corner from Ruddy. Robbie Fingers, ROBBIEFINGERS, Twitter, Instagram. New company coming soon. Details soon come. France, where you at?
France Low, PRANCLO 24/7.
See
me, right? Yeah, the Church Ave corner. We out here live. You know, we got them pins. Just hit us up. We got them limited edition T-shirts coming also. Just look out for those. Coming soon. Salute.
You know me, I'm trying to be where Ruddy, what avenue Ruddy will be on. That's what I'm looking for.
Undisclosed location.
Undisclosed. I get the VIP card from him to get in there. But you already know it's STELO001009. I'm on some real forgetful shit today.
This shit right now.
Nah, this week was crazy. Let me start that all over
Yeah, go
again.
ahead.
STELO1009 on Instagram. You can catch us also, Been There Rock That, on Instagram as well, and on Facebook. You can get us, DM us about the pins through that connect as well. We take comments, we take suggestions, and you know, it is what it is. Been There Rock That, conversation with style. Boom. John Gray.
Tap in.
Thank you, my man Ruddy Rock, for coming through. You can find me on Instagram, Polo Parata. You know, you can do whatever. You don't have to find me, but if you want to, it's okay. Yeah, we have the pins, eBay store Double J Vintage. Soon we will have hats on there, and we're gonna have tote bags that I have.
Tote bags is lit.
I have started to send out to the young ladies of the world.
Hi, ladies.
So, and we have pins. We have the black still on, and we have the steel red. Still kind of thing going on.
Silver bullet.
The silver bullet. Thank you, Flatbush Corner.
Yes, sir.
But anyway, we'll be back next week.
And shout out our cameraman Jason,
Shout
as
out
usual,
Jason.
in the building.
This has been there. Rock that. Ciao.
Yo.